Good afternoon. Today we're going to work on the 5 element flows. Shoulder width apart on the feet, drop down in the knees, and let's just gently move into some waterways. We're opening up that spine, activating our meridians so that we're ready to really work in our 5 element flows. And let's go ahead and start tapping across the front and the back. This is activating the energy in the body. You can look over your shoulder a little bit for a little bit more of a stretch in that spine. And come up. So about 89% of the illnesses that we get are caused from unresolved emotions, too much stress, grief, anger. Well, with Qigong, the 5 elements, this helps us to release so that our bodies don't hold that grief that turns into physical problems. Come down to the center and let's just take some nice deep breaths, centering in our body. Breathe in through the abdomen and up to the chest. And as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out from the chest first, and then the abdomen as it goes back in toward the spine, and breathe in. The abdomen goes out, and the chest goes out, and we breathe out, and we go in. This is called wave breathing. Let's do a few more. Really center yourself in this moment now. You always go to the breath and the body because the body is always in the present moment. It can be nowhere else. Our mind tends to want to wander to the past or a future that doesn't exist. But right now, we want to be just right here, right now, in our body, in this room, wherever you are. Beautiful. I'm going to start to open up the spine side to side. Let's just reach up, look up, and pick some cherries. We're really opening up these sides around the ribs. And come down. Let's move into dog wags the tail. We're opening up our spine side to side. So sometimes dogs are like a little wag of the tail. And sometimes they're like super happy to see you. You've been gone for a whole hour at the store. We're going to move from dog wags the tail into flow like a river. And our foot, we're going to go further out, drop down into our legs. Don't use this to support your weight. You can leave your hands here or just gently touching, but don't use it for weight. So we're going to flow to the side and over, and then your hip is going to lead and flow, and the hip leads. And if you'll notice The legs are also shifting. And we can go lower. So the body letting that hip lead. Just imagine that your body is the river and it's flowing around the bends. You can have your hands here, but just don't put your weight on it. And then start coming up. And let's drop our body down, and we're going to let our head and our neck and our back fall down to the ground. We get a nice stretch this way. You can bend your knees a little bit. Just let it fall, opening up the neck area. Then grab one wrist while you're down here, and you're going to bend your knees and lift, coming straight up to the body. We go into full body flows. Lean back and come down front. Make sure you bend, and you're going to come straight up. Only go down as far as you can. If this is what you need to do for a flow, do that. But otherwise, go ahead and go all the way over. Bend the knees and lift. Don't do it with straight legs. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. And bend, lift. Beautiful. Let's shake that out. Let's drop down into our knees. And we're going to go into the full, the opening of the flow. Just imagine that there's a string on your wrist, lifting them. You're going to lift and lower. You're not putting in much effort into this moment. You're going soft and gentle. It looks like little Cindy Lou and Rosebud are joining in on Qigong today. It's always nice when they come and join us. Breathe in gently through the nose on the way up and out through the nose on the way down. All the flows, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out the nose. And we'll settle our hands right here. We're going to go to Buddha holds up the earth. You're going to breathe in slowly like a whisper, hands facing toward the lung. Then look up and come down, breathing out very slowly like a whisper, hands facing the body. This is for our metal element, which rules over our lungs. And bring it down. Breathe out like a whisper. Try and get it so that your breath doesn't stop until you hit the bottom. And then pause. Breathe in slowly. So you can breathe in until you reach the top. Pause the breath and come down. The lung system brings in creativity and inspiration and helps you release grief, sadness, It brings in courage. We'll go into the fountain for our water energy, and that's for our kidney system. Hands go beside and then back. And they pull up from the bottom of the foot, up the inside of the legs, up the body to the end of kidney 27. That's the end of the meridian channel. And out. And lift. You're breathing in. So gentle, slow movements. While the movements are slow, you're still building energy and strength. Your knees should be slightly bent, and it's holding your body up. The legs are still, but they're building strength. Pull that energy up into the body and down. We're bringing in energy from Mother Gaia up into the body. And anything that we don't need, we can send back down to Mother Gaia to compost. Sink as low as you feel comfortable in your knees. You don't need to be lower than what I am. But if it appears what's best for you, do. If not, come down a little bit lower. Your shoulders should be very soft. You're not lifting the arms like this. The shoulders are straight down like you're in relaxed position. And the arms are floating up like they're on water. If you ever feel your hands in water when they're being lifted up, you can feel the water lifting you, where we're letting the chi lift us. The chi is the intelligent energy that rules the planets, the universe, helps our heart, our entire body. It takes in breath and then distributes that oxygen everywhere the body needs. It beats the heart, folds the proteins, splits the cells, activates the neurons in the brain. And you don't have to do anything. But it's very nice if you take very good care of this incredible, beautiful body that we've been given. I'm going to go from the fountain and we're going to move to the wood element, which rules over our liver system. Come to the side. We lift up. We're breathing on the way up. Pause the breath at the top and breathe out as we come down. Imagine that there's a light coming down from the center of your head, down your torso, down the base, down your legs, deep into the earth. And that light splits out like roots digging deep, deep, deep in the earth, keeping you strong and steady. And up top, that light reaches out like branches into the universe, keeping you strong and steady with Mother Gaia and the universe, so that we feel flexible, and able to handle the winds that come. if our liver energy isn't strong, we might feel anxiousness, anger, frustration. But when we are energy in our liver, when our liver system is strong, we feel flexible and able to handle the change that comes. So again, we're keeping our shoulders soft and just barely raising hands and lowering. Use as little energy as you need to accomplish that. So it's like it's floating down in the water. Feel that slight resistance. And then we move up and the water buoys the hands up and down. And we'll pause here and come up to embracing the tree. Just take some nice deep breaths. We'll move into the fire element. Feet a little further apart and very gently and slowly move like the bottom hand is going through water. We switch hands and we come across the top hand is like going through clouds and the bottom like water. The fire energy is for the heart system. Biggest thing about the heart energy is we want it to be balanced. If it gets overly excited, it can turn into some heavy anxiety. It can turn into even hatred. And so we want to cool the fire and yet keep the fire moving and heated. So imagine the top hand is going through a breeze and it's gently keeping the oxygen that's necessary to keep the fire going. But below, we're going through the water, and this helps cool that fire energy in the heart. And keeps it from burning out of control. And it brings us joy, childlike bliss. Brings us great compassion. And rest your hands for a moment. And bring your feet back to shoulder width apart. And drop down. And one hand on top of the other. We go from fire to earth. And earth energy rules over our digestive system. Just feel between your hands. This is single-handed pebble in the pond. We reach out, pull the energy of Mother Gaia into our digestive system. We're pulling it into the digestive system. Anything we might want to get rid of, we can send to her for composting. And pull it back in. The 5 elements is a part of traditional Chinese medicine. So some of the ways of thinking may feel a little bit different, but it's about balancing emotions and exchanging them for what we need. So here, that over worrying, over catastrophizing, we're getting rid of. And we're bringing in stability and strength into the body. Beautiful. We're going to balance all of our energy systems I lift up and down. We're opening up the flow in 6 directions. Bring the energy in and pull the energy in from the side. And we're going to balance our shin, which is our mind, our spirit, our throat. We're going to balance our throat energy, heart energy, and our physical body. And here comes back Cindy Lou. Balancing this energy. And we come up and allowing a little bit of a wave-like motion. And pull that energy in and bring it down. And wave. The shoulders are always soft, but we're having a little wave. And we're waving to the side and bringing that energy, aligning all the parts of ourselves so we can live and exist in the world in a peaceful way. We align our shin energy so our thoughts are kind, our words are thoughtful, our heart loves, and our beautiful body works and takes care of us. Beautiful. Interlock your thumbs, feet together. Breathe into that lower dantian. Imagine all that energy that we've cultivated coming down into our lower dantian. This is where we're going to store our energy. And this energy will be here all day long for you to use for your strength. Just see that energy coming down like in a white light, coming down to this part of the body. It's spinning, 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 getting smaller and smaller. So you tuck it right directly underneath the belly button in the center of the belly, like a pearl. And that's where it's stored for you. Nice deep breath. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you have a beautiful day today. This is great for mornings, afternoons, or evenings. Take care.